Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie. This is Kyle. Kyle, how are you?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
Doing pretty well. You have a good Thanksgiving?
Oh, I had an awesome Thanksgiving. Lots of turkey, lots of pie. Yeah, we had a lot of pie. My God. And I snagged a tiramisu. So, yeah, it was a good Thanksgiving. How about you?
It was good. Mine was good. A lot of pie. No turkey, but I didn't have ham. I had ham on Thanksgiving, which is actually pretty good.
Thanksgiving ham. I like that. You know, it's a good way to switch it up like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Don't hit me with that bottle again.
Don't tempt me.
But anyway, I'm sorry. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie. This is Kyle. Kyle, how are you?
Doing pretty well. How about you?
Good. How was you have a good Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was an epic Thanksgiving. You kidding me? Had broccoli casserole, stuffing, turkey, and to top it all off, we had pies and tiramisu. That was awesome.
Very good.
How about you? How was your
Mine
Thanksgiving?
was good. Had ham on
You had
Thanksgiving.
ham?
Yeah, I had ham on Thanksgiving, which was actually really good.
That's awesome. That's actually a good way to switch it up. I like
and
that.
had some pie and stuffing and all that fun stuff.
Nice.
And by the way, we hope everybody out there, all our On a Couch fans, had a great Thanksgiving as well. And speaking of Thanksgiving, that's sort of going to be the theme of tonight's episode. Because if you watch our previous episodes, you'll know that Thanksgiving morning was a very special day in a lot of ways because we, as we've mentioned before several times, are lucky enough to be part of one of the oldest high school football rivalries in the country on Thanksgiving Day. It is the Wellesley Raiders, our alma mater, versus the Needham Rockets. It was the 128th meeting this season that took place less than a week ago. Actually, a week ago tomorrow, as we're filming this on the Wednesday after Thanksgiving. And this year was even more special because the game took place at Fenway Park in Boston. It was just
the one and only
terrific morning of football in a baseball park. Yes, let that sink in, folks. It was football in a baseball park. And the Needham Rockets did come out with a victory, 12-7, and what was a thrilling finish, a thrilling game overall. And I guess, Kyle, let's just jump right into it because this game had so many twists and turns. I mean, it was just, before we get to the experience itself, let's talk about the game. Just sort of give us, I was announcing the game and you were in the stand. Just sort of give us your insight as to what you saw out there on Thanksgiving morning.
Well, I gotta say, when I got to the stadium, I got there a little later, a little after the game started myself, and it was pretty packed. I saw many people going in. I wasn't sure how the turnout was going to be. Because usually we get a pretty good turnout at either school,
Correct.
Whether it's Wellesley or Needham, wherever the teams play. But this year was actually an incredible turnout. They filled up the entire section that was open of Fenway Park, I have to say. It was amazing. It was just, I felt like it was confusing because I was like, I'm eating Fenway food while watching a football game. I'm like, wait, what the hell? But no, overall it was just a great game. I thought it was a great. Teams both played pretty well, actually. So it wasn't like a one-sided victory. Like if you saw the game, you would know that. Man, it was a tough game. It was a tough game. Both teams were very tough. They played very well. So I think it was a very thrilling finale.
Yeah, and quick little recap summary, I guess, for the folks at home. So Needham scores on their opening drive, misses the extra point. Wellesley then, at the end of the first quarter, drives down, and on the first play of the second quarter, they score, make the extra point, so now it's 7-6 Wellesley. But the key play in the game comes the very last play of the first half. Wellesley's at the 5-yard line of Needham, and Needham gets an interception, returns it all the way for a touchdown to go into the half. Up 12-7 because they missed the 2-point conversion afterwards, and obviously that would be the all the scoring because obviously defense was sort of prevalent in the second half. But Kyle, I just wanted to ask you, because you obviously had a much closer look at the interception and subsequent return than I did, being right down on field level. I mean, just talk about what a shift in momentum that was. I mean, to go from being a point down a half to 5 points up is quite a big difference.
Oh yeah, definitely. Wow, I remember just sitting there with our friend Scott. Actually, you guys might remember he's been already on a couple episodes as a special guest on our show.
That's true.
Scott, his last name is it's Scott K. I'm just gonna say K. Leave it at the K.
Good catch.
And he and I were watching the game, and we just looked at each other when that Needham intercepted, and we were just like, oh, we had that look like, oh man, that was.
Oh boy, yeah.
I mean, it was well played on Needham's part, I will say that, but yeah, it was pretty nuts. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, obviously you never like to have a interception returned against you for a touchdown, especially on the last play of the half. Instead of going into the halftime up, now be down. And obviously Wellesley they had some great chances in the second half. They had first and goal from the 2-yard line. Needham, you got to give them a lot of credit. They sort of stepped up and made a goal line stand. But, I mean, like we said, Kyle, both teams just sort of played their hearts out. And I think this is one of those games where really neither team can really, it's too bad one team had to lose because this is just a terrific football game.
It was head-to-head. Both teams were equal. It's not like one was better than the other. They both had equal footing. They both had the chance. They both wanted it, but you know what? One of them came on top, and that's how it is. And but you gotta say both teams left it on the field. Both
they did, absolutely.
So
All right. So now let's sort of go to the experience itself, and I want to sort of start with you, Kyle, because obviously we've been building up to this game for quite a while since we first found out that it was actually going to be at Fenway. But to actually be there at Fenway watching the game, sort of give us your impressions of the game and or not the game, but sort of just the atmosphere and the day in general.
Well, it was a great day. First of all,
it really was. Yeah.
Parked down the road at Beacon Street. Even actually, Scott did the same thing. Scott and I, we actually both kind of walked from that area of Boston, and it was cold, but not like too cold. Actually, no, it
wasn't that bad. It was like in the 40s.
Yeah, for an end of November type of day, it was really.
It wasn't bad at all. No.
Probably the warmest Thanksgiving game. Actually, not gonna lie, that I've ever been to. No rain. It was just sunshine, and it was awesome. Yeah, and I gotta say, we had some Fenway Franks for breakfast. The first time I've ever done that.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll do that in the future again if they bring the football back to Fenway. But yeah, it was awesome. It's like it's like an experience you can never have on a normal Red Sox kind of game. So
exactly, and I think that's sort of the key thing. I mean, is obviously I've been to Fenway a lot in my life for Red Sox games, and even seen a couple of concerts and a soccer game. But to see, there's nothing really like seeing your alma mater play on the Fenway Park field. And as I've said, I've announced a couple times in the Garden for Wellesley games. We actually saw Wellesley game in the Garden, 2 Wellesley games in the Garden as well. But I think just to see, I mean, I've always loved baseball. I make no secrets about that. Baseball's always been like my first love, and Fenway's sort of been my home away from home, so to speak, every summer. Going to Red Sox games and stuff like that. I try and go as much as I can. So to see Wellesley playing there and to be able to announce the game was just an experience I'll never forget, regardless of the outcome, regardless of anything like that. I mean, it was just a terrific day. And plus, I didn't bring it with me, but I did get my own Red Sox media pass with my name on it. So that's pretty cool memento to remember from what was a terrific day. And Kyle, as we sort of wrap things up here, I know you had some pictures you actually took on your phone that you want to show the folks at home. And actually, I have one picture then. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah. So
this is the phone aspect of the.
Phone. So this is kind of what we saw when we were at the game. So I'm gonna bring this a little closer here. Maybe in the future I'll get better at editing this kind of stuff. But yeah. So this is what we saw. We had the Bank of America. The Jumbotron, you think it looks okay? Can we see all right?
Yeah.
I'm pricing my computer. Here we go. Awesome. So, so you can see the team getting ready in the Jumbotron. It was actually a great experience, especially getting to see all those replays, if you kind of miss...
Yeah, it's one of the few games where you can actually see a replay at a high school football game. One of the few times you can actually see a replay at a high school football game. No, that's all right.
Yeah, so this
good little in-game image. That may have actually been from the interception play. I'm not.
I don't know. It was from something. And then one more here.
From something. Okay.
From something. I don't know.
From something.
There's one last picture of them getting ready. See, this is all them all. Oh, sorry, I'm covering your face, Robbie. This is them all getting ready at the line.
Yeah.
It's the line of scrimmage. So that was what the field looked like. You get to see the grass. They painted the lines and everything. It's pretty cool.
Cool. Actually, I have one picture. Let me see if I can.
Don't worry about covering my face.
Show it here. Yeah, it's kind of tough to see. Oh wow, that's I don't think you're actually gonna be able to see it because it's kind of green.
Let me see. Let's see if I can. Oh, wait a second.
You almost just broke my phone. Oh, that's right. I broke it already.
I got it. Oh, it's already broken. Here we go. So this is.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
There we go.
See, folks, just ignore the little crack in the glass there. But yeah, that's my press pass from Fenway Park in Boston.
Good stuff.
Yeah, very good stuff. So, again, just an experience I think neither one of us will ever forget. And who knows, maybe in the future they can do something like that again. Hopefully, that would be really cool.
Hopefully, I'd be in line again,
So would I. All right, so now we're going to move on to our end portion of our episode with our monologues. I've got something prepared this week. It actually sort of fell into my lap yesterday. The Boston Red Sox finally have an ace pitcher as they signed David Price yesterday to a 7-year, $217 million contract. Price is obviously, for those of you who don't know, is one of the top pitchers in baseball. He's been sort of a nemesis of the Red Sox for his entire career, being with Tampa Bay and then with Toronto. But now he is part of the Red Sox. And finally, I mean, ever since they lost John Lester, they've really been searching for that sort of ace pitcher at the top of that rotation. And finally, they have found the guy that hopefully will help them as they look to make a push this year's season at a playoff berth after finishing in last place the last 2 years. But good for you, Red Sox. Dave Dombrowski has come in. He's done a terrific job thus far. Sort of shown that he's willing to do whatever's necessary to bring in bring in A-plus talent, and certainly doing that with the signing of David Price. So, well done. Anyway, Kyle, you got anything for us this week?
Just a quick comment on the Pats game on Sunday.
Yes.
Did they? Can I just ask this question? Is it possible to hire ref bounty hunters? Because that's what I feel like happened there. Did the Broncos just slip them a couple hundreds? Is that what happened?
No, the NFL did.
Yeah, actually, it would have been a combined effort. But my God, it's is that possible? Can you do that?
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, the Patriots lost for the first time this season against Denver on Sunday night in overtime, despite losing Rob Gronkowski and everybody, and the referees were bad. They missed some calls on the Broncos, and they made some really ticky-tack, iffy, questionable, whatever word you want to use, calls on Rob Gronkowski. And also on defense, they called a hold that was just not a hold.
No, and that's what really pissed me off about the game. See, I wouldn't be mad at all if the Pats lost to the Broncos because of because of the Broncos.
Yeah.
If it was just a fair game, no calls left and right, like at the second half of the freaking game, like no calls left and right. If it was just a team beating another team, see, I wouldn't get mad at that.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Pats had a great chance, and it just pisses me off that they lost, not because of the Broncos, but because of just some really stupid calls that turned the game over near the end. And I mean, both teams played pretty well, but it's just, oh my god, I just hate that. I hate seeing a team lose like that, But,
yeah, it was tough. And of course, the NFL, in their infinite wisdom, the crew that did the Patriots game last Sunday night against Denver was originally supposed to work the Sunday night game this week in like Pittsburgh or something like that. Now, of course, they decided to announce the other day that they have moved that crew off of the Pittsburgh game and on to the Patriots game at home against Philadelphia on Sunday afternoon. So, I don't believe in conspiracy theories, folks. I really don't. But I mean, let's look at the facts.
So, yeah, right.
But hopefully, the Patriots can beat the Eagles and the refs if it comes down to it.
So you know what? Maybe we'll get to the point where the Patriots will force the refs to actually put on pads and then just go on the field.
Just run them over.
You know what? Go ahead. See what it feels like.
Hey, they can always pull in the movie The Longest Yard, the Adam Sandler version of The Longest Yard. They can always do what they did to the ref that was making bad calls that game and just throw back-to-back footballs right in his nether regions.
Nice.
Tom Brady could probably pull it off, too.
Tom Brady, the combined effort of Tom Brady and Gronk. I was going to say Grady. Tom Brady and Gronk. Tom Grady, actually Grady. Gronk and Tom Brady. That's
or Brock.
Brock.
All right.
Gronk and Grady. I love it.
Before we get completely off the rails, we're going to wrap up this episode. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We hope you enjoyed another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. He's Kyle. I'm Robbie. Signing off here from the couch. We'll see you next time.